Hey everyone, this is 𝗖𝗹𝗹 from Alchemist Academy. Recently, I had mentioned that Pearson has added or updated their question bank for summarized written text, and these new questions are coming quite frequently in the test. So what I've done is I have done an explanation of these videos using our very own Alchemist AI. And for those of you who are new to PTE or who are resuming their PT after quite some time, I'll just show you a couple of quick things about a summarized written text. Now, the very first thing with summarized written text is that I want you to remember you have to write the summary between 5 to 75 words and you have to use only one full stop in your answer. The second thing is this section carries your scores towards both writing and reading. It carries 14% of your writing scores and about 16% of your reading scores, which makes it really important. It is one of the key components to get a good reading score. If you go further and have a look in this, you must focus on content recognition. Now, for content recognition, there are three things. There are three questions you should always ask yourself. What is the main idea of the summary? So for that, you need to skim and scan the question. Number two, what are the crucial details necessary for supporting those main ideas? You need to focus on topic sentences. Now, topic sentences can be found through intro, conclusion, or conjunctions. When I'm solving these questions, have a look, how do I identify topic sentences? And the last question is, what information is irrelevant or unnecessary? That means try to avoid, unnecessary examples or direct quotes. Try to avoid those things. If you go forward, I just want you to remember a couple of things. Whenever you're doing a summary, try to work within a framework. The framework is simple, include the main idea. That means identify the main idea. The second thing is, when you summarize passages that are really long or have got multiple paragraphs in them, try to extract the key idea from each paragraph. Okay? Omit ideas that are not really central to the text. Sometimes what happens is some ideas are just like repeated too many times. Try to avoid them. In general, try to omit minor details or very specific examples. Just try to. I'm not saying you must, because sometimes the content can be there. And one of the most important thing is, please avoid writing your opinions or personal responses in your summaries. You just need to sum up the text. You don't have to give your opinion, your idea. Is it clear? So remember, practice it with the proper timer and get an idea how to identify topic sentences. And for those of you who want to know what is the new questions that we should be expecting, these are the new questions that Pearson has added in. I've already done these two questions before, and the rest of them will be done from here on today. Please have a look how to identify these topic sentences, and once you go through these videos, I'm sure you do not need to worry about understanding this question again. And for those of you who are looking to train for PT or 𝗙TI, please feel free to contact us. We have our campuses in Gold Coast and Brisbane. We do offer face-to-face as well as online classes. And if you just want to try the AI, please get a free 3-day free trial to our Alchemist AI PT practice software and try these questions on. So let's not waste our time. Let's start with the questions. All right, everyone. So let's start with one of the latest summaries. And this is the last summary that we've got so far in our question bank. Let's just try this out. All right. Now, again, as I said, what I've been saying in the last couple of summaries, always skim and scan the passage, get the main idea, and that's when you start reading through it. Okay, without that, don't straight away start reading, because if you just do it, if you're just following some simple experiments like first line, last line, that's not going to help you get to the right answer. Let's start skimming and scanning, and let's see what do we have over here. So it's about sleep, sleepless, primates, study, humans, study, species, humans, sleep, skills, social, sleep. Okay, there are 3-4 keywords that I've come across. So one is like a study, second is sleep, third is humans, fourth is species, or let's have a look at this. If it seems like you're not getting enough sleep, you're not alone. People have developed to sleep much less than chimps, baboons, or any other primates studied so far. A new study finds Charles Nunn and David Sampson are evolutionary anthropologists. They study how humans have evolved to behave the way they do. Nunn works at Duke University in Durham, and N.C. Sampson works at the University of Toronto, Mississauga in Canada. In their new study, the two compared sleep patterns in 30 different species of primates, including humans. Most species slept between 9 and 15 hours daily.
Humans averaged just 7 hours of shut eye. Based on lifestyle and biological factors, however, people should get about 9.55 hours. Nunn and Sampson calculate most other primates in the study typically sleep as much as the scientists predicted they should. Nunn and Sampson shared their findings online in February 14th in the American Journal of Physical Anthropology. The researchers argue that two long-standing features of human life may play into our short sleep times. The first stems from the human ancestors. When human ancestors descended from the trees to sleep on the ground, at that point, people probably had to spend more time awake to guard against predators. The second may reflect the intense pressure human faces to learn and teach new skills and to make social connections. That has left less time for sleep. As sleep declined, rapid eye movement or REM sleep took on an outside role in humans. Nunn and Sampson propose REM sleep is when we dream, and it has been linked to learning and memory. It's pretty surprising that non REM sleep time is so low in humans, but something had to give as we slept less. Okay. For sure, what we skimmed and scanned, we said it is about some kind of study. It is related to sleep, it is related to humans, and comparison to species. Okay. If I go paragraph by paragraph, from this paragraph, I'd like to take this sentence here. People, let's just write it down. To sleep much less, to sleep much less. A new study finds. Okay. And do you want to write this up? Not really, because this, what, who did the study, what is their background, what did they exactly study? This is just a description of the study. So, what is the main point of the study? That people sleep much less compared to other species, like humans sleep much less compared to the other species, which is mentioned in the second paragraph as well. If you go to this, I will just start writing the researchers of human life the first stems from okay, you don't need to explain this further. At that point, people probably have to spend more time to guard against predator, and we don't really need to go it. And what is the second factor? The second one being, I'll just write the same thing. The second may reflect and to make social connections. Okay, let's just stop at this. If you look at further, so basically they're saying that as sleep is declined, and it's just like a conclusion to the study, but they are not really giving you straightforward thing. The main idea of here is how we have made that comparison. So let's drag the dialog spark a little bit. All right, now I already have 75 words. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. So we'll have to find a way in which we can combine them. Okay. People have evolved to sleep much less than chimps, baboons, or any other primates studied so far. How about if we just do it this way? A new study found that, and then if we just delete this, okay, and we can just simply say over here that if you just go with this, as the researchers argue, I just added the conjunction into a short time. As researchers argue, there are two long-standing features of human life may play into a short-term sleep. Okay, play into a short sleep, short time, play into a short sleep times. Fair enough. All right. So I will stick with this sentence the way it is, and I will just probably get this. The first stems from when humans ancestors descend from the trees to sleep on the ground. And let's see if I go with this comma, and I have to find a way to reduce 3 words. And the second may reflect the intense pressures humans face to learn and teach new skills to make social connections. Okay, now let's have a look. How can we find this? Okay, if you carefully look at this, a new study found that people have evolved to sleep much less than chimps, baboons, or any other primates studied so far. Primates. I'll just delete this. How about that? As the researchers argue, and I'll straight away go with this. If we just stick to this much, I think we should be fine. I don't think I've got any grammatical error, but let's submit and see, and let's find out. Okay, there you go. So you got a perfect 90 there. There's no error. Remember, this summary has got just 2 or 3 key points. Number one, a study which is done to compare human sleep less with other species. There are 2 factors. What are the 2 factors? You just have to talk about them. That's it. If you can do this, you should be absolutely fine. Okay. So if your exam is upcoming, as I've said before as well, and you would like to try this summary, get a 3-day free trial to 𝗟𝐿chemist AI and crack the exam. So good luck.
So I hope that I was able to help you understand the topic, sentences, and the main idea of the summary. If your exam is around the corner and you want to try this summary by yourself, then please get a 3-day free trial access to the 𝗟𝐿chemist AI PT practice software. And for those of you who are new to PT or are resuming your classes once again and are looking to get a desired score, come for a free trial class or a consultation and attend a face-to-face classes or online classes from a Gold Coast or a Brisbane campus and get your desired scores in your very first go.